Here we are at the Flamingo Point Towers in Miami. It's actually one of most iconic condominium buildings here on the beach. It's very tropical, it's beautiful, very Miami. At this point, I would love to thank my very dear friend Marion Ott, who was actually the realtor for this project. She recommended me to her clients in Germany, and we started doing a video call virtually, and this is how this whole project started. So thank you, Marion, for trusting in me, and thanks to your clients to trust me with my work. I will show you inside what we have done. Hi, welcome. Here we are at the 2-bedroom condo at the Flamingo building, and I would like to show you what we have done in 3 months. This is our turnkey project where we paid a lot of attention to the client's needs. It was a virtual project. The clients were actually overseas in Europe, and they had never seen this property before. So I pretty much designed this place without them having seen the place, and I listened very carefully to what they wanted to envision in their Miami rental property and a place home away from home in the tropical city of Miami. So let me give you a little tour. Here in the entry we have a dining room. This project was actually based on a $30,000 budget, so we actually needed to stay within the numbers that the clients had asked for, and at the same time, as a designer, of course, every detail counts. So for me, the biggest challenge was how to actually give my clients a beautiful condo in Miami with a $30,000 budget. So we have a bunch of different furniture pieces that we considered for this place. The vibe was more tropical, very colorful place, and also Art Deco a little bit. I always love to collaborate with creative talents, artists in this case. I have a artist artwork here on the dining room and the living room wall. And so these are actually original art by an artist as well. And actually the inspiration came from the backsplash in the kitchen area here. We had white walls here, which were a little bit boring, so I kind of added a little bit color into the space by using a very neutral gray tone and then bringing pop of colors. And we already had a pop of orange color here in the kitchen, so this was kind of the inspiration. And at Home Goods, I walked by this piece and I knew this piece belongs here. And once I bought this piece, then I knew everything else in the dining room needed some wood elements, something organic, at the same time tropical, and we had already all these colors here. Then we have all these details that we can implement in design solutions. This is actually a key holder, it's magnetic, and I found this on Etsy. So thank you for Etsy's vendors for coming up with very creative pieces. The key actually hangs right here under this piece. Voila. In this living room, I used a round rug here because the room is a long room, it's more linear, so I needed to implement some circular elements to make it more interesting and more dynamic. And we have some iconic Art Deco pieces here, and the colors, again, we wanted to bring in more tropical colors, and we have a beautiful view here on a sunny day. It's gorgeous. So having a budget is actually a good challenge to have. And as a designer, I love challenges in every form and shape. And the challenge obviously is to keep it within our $30,000 budget, but I always love to kind of balance certain elements within the budget because it's very important. When you put a $200 stool here, and then you have a more original coffee table here, a designer coffee table, it kind of gives this room a nice balance. And we have the art here that the colors were all customized based on certain pieces in this room. Over here, I wanted to have a swivel chair for the clients to enjoy while they're watching their TV and looking at their stunning view here. Bay view in Miami is quite special. And the balcony is not very large, but I managed to give them a little loungy area where they can relax and read a book. So the balcony, actually, I split it in two parts. One is like a bistro kind of dining area for the clients, and one is the more loungy area. Over here, they can really enjoy a nice sunset, a nice day view, and we have some South Beach beer here. It's all about the details, the colors, the textures, and on top of everything, the flamingo. So my client actually loved flamingos, so I tried to bring whatever element I could into the design. Cheers. And over here, the lounge area for the clients is actually wonderful because they can sit very low here and still see the view and the water. Designing a place is all about the balance. It's about the balance, and I love to work with all senses in my interior spaces. Here in the kitchen, I realize we have enough artwork in the living room and dining room area, but we still had one big, long, empty wall here. And I figured, what do we put on this wall? So why not a clock? And it's a very unique clock, and I think it's still a piece of art. Since this was a turnkey project, that means we actually purchased everything for the clients. The clients were able to enter this condo with their suitcase from Europe and not worry about anything. So based on my initial conversation with them and knowing what they like to do in this kitchen, as far as do they bake, do they cook, do they not cook, those were all the details that I always ask my clients. And so I furnished this kitchen for them based on exactly the client's needs. And up to all the dishes we purchased for them, and the little details, decorative as well as functional. Here we are in the master bedroom. Over here I wanted to bring in more organic elements to make it more homey, more inviting. And I wanted to make sure that we have very solid, sturdy furniture because it was also a rental property for them. And at the same time, again, art plays a big role in interior design, the little details, and wherever I could just balance the budget, I was able to do it. We have some more designer-looking lamps, and we have less expensive art on the walls. And we made sure that we have the roller shades here for the clients and sheer curtains so that we don't block the view. At the same time, it's also functional. Again, since the clients actually love to have colors in their apartment here, I went with the yellow. Yellow is a sunshine color for me, and again, we have the beautiful view, the bay view. The yellow just worked very well with our organic wood colors, and the black introduces a little bit more of an edge in the design. So we have the black going on, and we have a mirror to kind of make this room a little bit larger as well. And what I really loved about these lamps, these table lamps, is the little leather accent. And the leather, it's a new texture in this room. It goes very well with the wood and the textured wood here on the headboard. Again, these were not very expensive. They were very reasonable furniture pieces, at the same time very sturdy, elegant, timeless, and just very proper for a rental property here in Miami Beach. Again, for a turnkey project, we considered everything, every little detail for this property. We have beach towels for our clients, and again, we have the flamingo going on here because that's what she liked. This is one of the bathrooms. We just added a little bit color again, and we didn't do major renovations in this condo, so we just kind of enhanced the space with decorative elements at the best price possible. For this turnkey project, we also considered having all the items that the tenants would need or the owners would need. We have everything from the ironing board, vacuum cleaner, the sweeper, all the little details. Here is the guest bathroom. We have a little bit more flamingo theme going on and more colors for the guests and for the owners. So this is a 2-bedroom condo, and talking to the clients wanted to use the 2nd bedroom as their office den because, again, a lot of people are working virtually these days. So I made sure that we have a nice den and functional office space for them. What is important is also to have a comfortable bed for their guests as well. And sometimes you spend a little bit more money on certain pieces where you can actually balance it with less expensive items. And in this case, for me, it was important to give my clients a very good sofa sleeper. It's a Ligne Rosé sofa sleeper. And we have a nice desk, very functional, great lighting for this room. There's extra storage in the closets. We have a TV and a perfect view. When we came to this place, every wall was white, and for me, adding color to the walls is actually very important. And in this particular room, again, talking to the clients, she liked flamingos and he liked Marilyn Monroe. So I stumbled upon this piece of art. It's a canvas piece. So I was able to actually select the color of this room based on the mint green that we have in this piece of art. I wanted it to be neutral enough and be playful, and we added more purple accents here since we had some purple colors in this canvas piece. And everything else is more gray, taupish, and it's a great balance with the white, shiny floor tiles. And so every piece of furniture was very well thought. Again, this is a multifunctional room. It's a den, it's an office, it's a guest bedroom, depending on who will actually use this space. So we wanted to put the best item in this particular room. We have a little TV stand here, which is functional. We have a desk with drawers, so that gives the clients some space for their office needs. We have the sofa sleeper, and the best part is actually this little nightstand. So it has a functional tray. In a small 2-bedroom apartment, it's nice to have multifunctional pieces, and so in this case it actually worked out very well. And we can actually put this here in front of the TV, in front of the sofa, for an evening watching TV with some popcorn.